Hi and welcome to the fourth training video in our training video segment. In this video we're going to be talking about the store manager, and I noticed something cool actually in between shooting these videos. You'll notice that stats already started to show up for the domain name Best of Giveaway. So we only have one domain inside of our store builder. These stats over here was from whenever we were previously doing beta testing on this domain, and then there was a lull when we were rolling through the weekend and doing some other development where the domain was taken down. But you see that today, which is May 1st, as I'm shooting these videos, stats are already starting to roll in. So we've had one unique visitor. I'm sure that's myself being on the domain, but you see that the stats are working and how they start to collect and aggregate the data of your website. So moving on to the store manager, just thought that was kind of cool, but we'll go ahead and dive into the store manager here. You can access the store manager either from the dashboard on that icon that I just hit, or from any subpage on the left hand side that says store manager. And once you're there, you'll notice that the site grouping takes place by feed type. So if you had other sites that were perhaps using the shopping.com API feed, you could actually just click that and view the results, and it would tell you which of your domains were using the shopping.com or Shopzilla API feed. So perhaps you could make modifications to those domains. But for this purpose, we only have one domain, so we're going to go ahead and click Edit and dive straight into the site settings. Now, the domain name cannot be edited. That is a unique identifier to the store manager that allows the store manager to know which domain to be editing. But the site title is also really cool because you're going to be editing the site title, which is the meta title. So you're controlling a lot of your SEO settings as you walk through this process. And so I'm going to name this Best of Giveaways, and I'm going to name this Electronics Superstore, perhaps. And here in a second we'll go down a category and make this an electronics site. So now, in order to change the logo, I'm going to click Choose File and click the logo that you want to upload. Now I've conveniently placed this in my desktop. So it'll go ahead and get ready to port that in. Now it can be any logo file that is PNG or JPEG, any of the popular image formats can be used. And then I'm going to select a category. Now if no category is selected, the way that the script works, and I'll demonstrate this by going back to the website, I'll click refresh, and it will actually choose at random one of the categories that are already present. So before, and you see some of my ads from the previous video are already showing up. There's my link unit, and there's my 728 by 90 ad. But it'll randomly go through these categories. So if you want to make a niche specific shopping comparison site, all you need to do is go back over here to the category, and you can select what you want the niche to be. In this case, I'm going to make this an electronics website. So the keywords could be LED TV, or I don't know, plasma TV, etc. And those will actually be your meta keywords that you're entering in. The site description, of course, you can give it a really nice description, like this is an amazing shopping comparison site. Visit today. And build in your site description that'll be used again in the metadata. This is the meta site description. These are the meta keywords in the meta site title. So here is where you can select if you want this to be a Shopzilla or a shopping.com website. Feel free to choose these. Like I said previously, I'm partial to Shopzilla, but shopping.com is just as good of a program. Nothing wrong there. And as well, you can set a default keyword search. So I'm going to make this LED TV for a default search that will end up showing up on our home page. It'll pull results into this spot that'll be LED TV. And of course, if you want to use Google Analytics or some other stats code at the bottom of your page, or some other maybe Stat Counter or Get Clicky, any of those other great analytics programs, you can just enter in your stats code here, and it will be appended to the footer of every page. I don't personally recommend using Google Analytics for these types of websites, but if that is what you want to do, we definitely gave you the opportunity to do so. Now the permalink style, you're in full control. The default is my favorite, which is the page name with a forcing of .html on the page. So all the pages that get built inside the CMS we'll use that permalink structure. And I'm going to go ahead and click Save these settings. And again, these settings have been successfully updated. There's the logo. Now remember that the cron runs on 60 seconds. So while I'm waiting on these changes to take place, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the custom pages portion of the website. So inside of Shopping Site Builder, we give you what is going to evolve into a full CMS. It's technically a CMS right now, but some of the themes are limited in how they display the articles, but that's more of like a design and conceptual issue that we're dealing with. But for the sake of adding pages and adding content, it actually works like a charm. And so for the purpose of this page, I'm going to add in a terms and conditions. Now I use a nifty little website here. I'll just drag it over here. If you go to Google and you type in terms of service generator, you'll pull up these guys, which is benadale.com, and all you have to do is enter in the company name, which is Best of Giveaways, state New York, and it'll give you a nice terms and conditions and a privacy policy for your page. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this website terms and conditions, and let's add a terms and conditions to Best of Giveaways. So I just click, did that a little fast. Let me go back. You did add a custom page up there at the top right. And we have a WYSIWYG editor. If you use WordPress, this will look very familiar to you, but you can just paste your content right in there. You can add images, you can create hyperlinks or anything that you want to do for any of these pages. Now show on main navigation. For the purpose of this terms and conditions, I'm just going to add this into the footer, or you can make the page hidden. If you want to make a private page, for instance, maybe you want to have a link sharing page where you trade links with another company, and you want to hide that from the main navigation, you can definitely build those pages out. But the page title, we'll just do website terms and conditions. Just copy that in, and the permalink slug, maybe I just want it to be terms and conditions. Post date, we'll make that live today. It can actually function like a blog where you can backdate it or forward date it. And we'll go ahead and create that page. I'm going to go ahead and create one more. I'll go and create my privacy policy. As well, make that in the footer navigation. You can give it a post summary and of course a post date of today. So now we have two pages, our website terms and conditions and our privacy policy. You can tag them just like inside of these popular programs like WordPress, but you can add an unlimited number of pages of content custom to your website that'll definitely give you the edge where SEO is concerned. The next area I want to dive into is the layouts. As I make this video, there are two themes. Now we're going to be rapidly building themes, so as you come back to this page, I'm quite sure it'll look very different. We're in the process of producing about 10 to 20 themes right now. So as we get them completed, we will definitely be adding them into the layout section. But as of today, there's two themes. There's the basic theme and the premium theme. So to demonstrate this, I'm just going to go ahead and change this over to the premium theme. Now there is one nuance to this. If I change the theme, I actually have to go back to the site settings and re-upload the logo. The logo for this theme does not cross over to this theme. If you'll notice, even here on the screenshots, they have different logos. I'm going to go ahead and save the premium theme. I'm going to go back to my site settings and re-choose that logo to upload so that it sets for the theme that is produced. And while all these changes are taking place, remember we're running on a 60-second cron, so I'm quite sure that the majority of these changes are already present on the website, but just giving it a little bit more time to work through the cron. I'll go into the banner section and show you from the earlier video where we were talking about how to set up the banners. This is where you have the ability to set a per banner per site basis. If you wanted to have specific banners for specific websites, after you added them into your banner manager, you could go into the banner setting on a site setting basis and choose which banners you wanted to use. So by default, all the ones that you have set as default are being used. But if you'll remember, we created two 468 by 60 banners. So on this drop down, there'll be 2 banners there. And so if I wanted to use the second 468 by 60 ad code, this is where I would change the banners on a per site basis. And I would click Save the settings as well. So that is all the settings inside the store manager. And you'll see that we did the electronics, the API. We have 2 custom pages. We didn't build any text links as of yet. But now if we go back to the website and click refresh, changes should be done. So there's our new theme, and there's our default search, which is LED TV. I see that it's pulling electronics, so in this case it looks like Garmin is getting all the action. That initial search is for just the ability to click search, and you'll see there's the LED TVs coming up. You'll also note that inside this theme there's a lot of great ad placement for our Google ad code. There's our link unit, our banner ads over here to the right, more Google ad code over here. So literally every single thing on this page as it's clicked makes you money. And that's how we design Shopping Site Builder, is to produce websites that are highly monetized. So gone are the days of the old boring cookie cutter AdSense style websites that you hope for a click to your AdSense. This actually takes it a step above, where we're still building AdSense style websites, but now there's more than one monetization option available. In this case, you have the ability to monetize on these links. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm not going to click my own Shopzilla feed, but I'll click to compare, and this will bring up the comparison of the Samsung TV that we're on. And you'll see again that on this page there's multiple revenue generating opportunities on this website. And if I click this right here, that would actually take me to the Shopzilla store for Dell, where that TV is on sale for $3,900. And so you can drive traffic, straight to these pages. You can try to optimize for these pages. Let me show you quickly down here at the footer. There was our pages that we added. There's our website terms and conditions and privacy policy. Out of the gate, all the websites are built with a sitemap. So if you click a sitemap, you'll see we have a great sitemap for you to help the search engine rankings. So these websites are really built out with a lot of thought put into how they're structured and how they come together. And so I'll go ahead and close this training video off, but I just wanted to give you the full power, the full scope of how Shopping Site Builder is able to build out these websites very easily and very rapidly.